Well, now that the state fair is underway, so is a new pay-to-park program in Falcon Heights.
Thing is, reviews from residents who live in the area are mixed, to say the least. This morning, our Barrett Leone joins us live from Falcon Heights, hearing from a city leader who is calling this a success, but not everyone feels that way, Barrett.
Yeah, not everyone is on board with this change, and things are picking up here in Falcon Heights. But if you want to park and walk over to the fairgrounds, which is really just a few blocks away, you're going to pay a flat fee of $25. Now, we're not even halfway through the state fair yet, but city leaders say so far they think it's been a success. So these green signs, they tell you what to do parking-wise. Now, drivers who park east of Snelling Avenue during the fair between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. will need to hand over, again, $25. In all, it's impacting about 1,000 parking spots. City leaders say it's helped lessen traffic, and the funds will be used as new revenue stream for the city. In all, it's expected to bring in $100,000.
What we're seeing is that there's less circling of cars looking for that free spot, waiting for someone to move so they could jump in. We realize we're being conservative because it's year one, and we know that there's going to be challenges. Maybe this is your favorite spot that you've always parked and you pulled in, but we just ask that when you pull in, look around because there are some signs.
So money the city gets from this parking program will cover the expenses for the program, including parking ambassadors, and it will also be used for future infrastructure projects. Now, those parking ambassadors I mentioned, they roam around the area, make sure folks are parking correctly, and people who are parking illegally, guys, they could be fined double the amount, $100, so be aware of that.
Ooh, a $100 fine. That's a steep fine for anyone trying to park there illegally.
Exactly. Don't mess with Falcon Heights. All right, Barrett, thank you.
Now, if you don't want to worry about paying to park, you can always park and ride. There are 33 free locations. They're all mapped out on your screen here. Buses do run regularly. That starts at 8 a.m. There are also State Fair Express bus options for people who are a little farther out. Parking is free there, but you do have to pay a small fee to ride the bus. Service for those buses starts at 7 a.m. Once you get to the fair, don't forget to stop by, say hello. You can find our WCCO booth in the corner of Carnes and Nelson. We are right behind the grandstand.
Today, a former Minnesota Teacher of the Year is scheduled to stand trial. Abdul Wright of Brooklyn Park is accused of criminal sexual conduct with a student. This was back in 2016. He was honored as the state's best teacher. But a year later, a 14-year-old student came forward and said he began abusing her while she was at Harvard Best Academy. She says he gained her parents' trust while assaulting her over the course of that year. Harvard Best says that he has not been employed there since 2021. And tomorrow there will be 2 special primaries to fill open seats in the Minnesota Senate. Now, these seats could impact the balance of power in the state Senate. This is after a challenging year.
So here's how things look right now. Democrats currently have a 1-seat lead with 33, but with 2 seats open, there could be a shift. One of the openings is for Senate District 29. That represents much of Wright County and parts of Hennepin and Meeker. It's open after former Senator Bruce Anderson died unexpectedly earlier this year. There will be a special primary between 3 Republicans, Rachel Davis, Michael Holmstrom Jr., and Bradley Kurtz. The winner will face off against the DFL candidate Louis McNutt. That's on November 4th.
Second special primary will be for Senate District 47. This represents the city of Woodbury in the southern part of Maplewood. This seat is open after Nicole Mitchell resigned related to her burglary conviction. That primary will be between 2 DFL candidates, Ethan Shaw and Amanda Hemsinger-Yeager. The winner will face Republican candidate Dwight Dorow in November. And a reminder, there's also an open seat in the Minnesota House, this after the death of former House Speaker Melissa Hortman. A primary was already held in that race, and the special election will be next month.
There are new developments in the lawsuit against TikTok. The social media app is now disputing Minnesota's allegation that the company is violating state law against deceptive trade practices and consumer fraud. Minnesota is among 14 states now suing the app, claiming it was designed to be addictive to kids and harms their mental health. Now, we already told you Attorney General Keith Ellison filed that lawsuit last week.
The product in itself has baked into it compulsive use.
This edited video compilation, unsealed by a North Carolina judge, shows employees of TikTok having internal discussions about TikTok's impact on users' well-being. Now, TikTok says the clips are misleading and cherry-picked, saying the state distorted honest conversations and that the platform has many safety measures. Minnesota is seeking to stop TikTok practices as it claims they are harmful.
TikTok has violated the law by designing features that can cause users to, especially children by the way, to compulsively and excessively use the app such that they are mentally, physically, and financially injured.
TikTok says Minnesota's lawsuit is inaccurate and misleading and doesn't recognize the platform's many safety measures. 170 million Americans use TikTok.